What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Nascar Dirt to Daytona for episode 3 of our first Truck Series season. Last time out, if you didn't watch it, well, it was pretty damn depressing. The third and fourth races of the season at Martinsville and Dover. Martinsville, we had a real serious shot at a good finish. Maybe even a top 5 finish, and unfortunately, just the way that the game worked and the cautions fell, we didn't get that. And then Dover, I thought we were at least in contention, top 15 for sure, maybe a top 10 if things fell our way. We were going to be a little bit short on fuel, but unfortunately that didn't work out either. So we ended up with a whole lot of nothing. We ended up with, I think, a 16th and a 36th, so dropped way down in the points, lost money. Still kind of have the goal of $350,000 in our bank account to get that the big Dick suspension upgrade and then really improve our performance, especially at some of the smaller tracks. But we're going to have to get 2 top 10s this season somehow. We got a couple Texas races that should be strong. Michigan and California, which could be strong. But we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe one of our best opportunities has already gone by at Daytona. Another one's gone by at Martinsville. So we have to really capitalize today at Texas Motor Speedway. So we'll play that by ear, see how that goes. So we have Texas and, I believe, Kansas up today. We will get right into it. I did make an adjustment I mentioned at the end of last episode, changing the race length from long race to very long race. So the races are slightly longer now, but to counteract what happened at Dover with the fuel mileage, I've actually turned that back to 4 times fuel and tires. We'll see if that makes a difference. It may not. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out, but my goal basically is just to make sure that I have to pit and all the AI trucks have to pit. If one or the other happens, I don't have to, or I have to pit twice or something, and they only have to pit once, we're going to be in trouble. But we'll see how it plays out. Texas can be a fuel mileage race. We've seen it before, so we're going to kind of play it by ear with that. But we also have to be careful to not, push our envelope too far here. Texas again should be a good track. We have a minor power upgrade, so I'm not sure how exactly this is going to work. We won't have race-winning speed here straight up. It's basically a plate track, but I'm hoping that we'll at least be in the ballpark. We'll just have to honestly wait and see. So I'm optimistic. I'm cautious, but we really need a top 10 here today to get our season back on track. If we don't get one today, it's going to be tough because the second Texas race is always a possibility. We'll see what kind of pace we have today. But then after the second Texas race, like I said, we're really grasping at straws for one of the big 2-mile D-shaped tracks, California or Michigan, to go our way. Michigan is obviously a very long race with a lot of fuel mileage concerns there as well. So we'll just have to play it by ear. I'm hoping we can just get a solid 10th place finisher today. That would at least get us back on the right track, get some money coming in the right direction, and get this season turned around a little bit. But first we got to qualify here. We'll see what we can do on this Q lap. Got the spoiler all the way down to 45. This is going to be basically a plate track race. We'll see if the tire wear works in our favor. It's got to be super smooth if we can be here. Again, the draft will play a big deal here, much like Daytona, much like we'll see later in the season at Michigan and California. And thankfully we come here twice, so if we have solid speed, that can play in our favor. Fuel mileage could also play out here. We've seen before where some of the faster trucks have fuel mileage issues at this track. We're just going to have to see what we can do, as smooth as we can be on this Q lap. Cut it as close as we can. Line 32.6 is not that good, but hopefully it's not too far back and we can have a shot to draft up a little further. I'm going to adjust my headset here real quick. Please hold. Alright, well that was a little better. Alright, we're back. It looks like we're going to start 11th actually, so we are in the ballpark. Not too much faster than 12th and 13th, but definitely in the drafting ballpark of being in the top 10. We're not too terribly far off, and I think that our race pace, and again, our fuel mileage could be better.
Welcome to
What's up, Alan? We're going to get right through this here. What's our fuel mileage looking like before we go on 14 laps? A 42 lap race, that's going to be an easy 2-stop. We'll see what the AI have to do. Not going to be a 1-stop today, though. So 2-stop race. Again, with this little bit longer race here, 42 laps. These are going to be slightly longer episodes then, but again, I'm hoping that the fuel mileage will kind of work in our favor at some point for these. We'll just have to play it by ear. I'm not sure what we're going to end up with. But we'll have to work it out, and if we have to make more adjustments to other bits of it,
Still there.
Big send up the inside, Jason Small, a little bit of contact. Exactly what we're looking for there.
Stay low. Still there.
12th, back up to 12th.
Clear high.
With some draft, we can keep up. Not just a big fuel mileage race, but we're also going to have to be in the right position to see what the leaders have to do as far as fuel mileage. Really need to sniff this draft though here off of Bill Lester to stay up in this pack. It's going to be key. can stay with this pack up ahead here, at least for a little bit. And that's going to put us in position. Bill Lester, Rich Bickle, and Lance Norrick, kind of where we're looking at here in top 10. We have caught Bill Lester. We have left the guys behind, John Wood, Bobby Hamilton. Also very difficult to pass here, just with the way things work.
Stay high.
That's
Still there.
11th. We're not going to quite complete this pass, I don't think. Almost escort our way down in there, but Bickle's going to come up and give us a little bit of toe help, not intentionally. That's going to help us to complete this pass on Bill Lester. That's for 11th spot, so back up where we started. And that's kind of where we're looking here. If we can hang out around this top 10, that would be useful and beneficial. If we can catch up to Travis Kvapil and kind of latch on to him, that would be great. That's going to be a big ask, though.
Still there.
So just rolling this outside as much momentum as we can get. Kvapil just about 9/10 up ahead. That's going to be tricky.
Stay high. Still there.
Again, fuel mileage may work in our favor here. We're going to have to play it by ear. It's going to be pretty tight, but we'll see if we can make it work here. Try to get a run off turn 2 is going to be the move here. Obviously, the 1 is not working the way they cover the bottom there. Just back off here a little bit, try to get a run 1 and 2. Not quite time that correctly. We'll still try to get a run off turn 2 here. Have a run. Make the hole.
Stay low. Still there.
Make the hole, even if we don't want to make the hole. So. 10th spot, Rich Bickle. Someone's blowing up there. Is it Presley? Either a tire issue or a motor issue or something. That's going to make our day a little bit better, actually.
Clear
a
high.
little easier to get that top 10 if the fast truck is already out of the running. See if we can push Lance Norrick here or hang on the back one if he's going to drive away from Bickle here. We need to maintain this kind of pace where we got. Untimely cautions the last 2 weeks out at Martinsville and Dover. It really cost us. To see how these play out here still. Have pulled away from Bill Lester. He's not really in the draft range of Rich anymore. We're starting to catch lap trucks already. Again, it's going to be about a 25-minute race or so, so maybe a little bit longer episodes with this new race length. We'll see how that plays out as we go. Looks like Lance checked up there for slow trucks, our radiator, of course we did.
Car high.
Alright, my nose is extremely itchy.
Still there.
Pause here. Oh, that's a mistake. What the heck? I don't know why it's always when I record. I think it's because it's so much cooler in this room without the insulation. I think that's our problem. But regardless. Got stuck in some of that traffic back there. 3 seconds now is that gap. Again, just trying to stay on the back of this guy. If we can do that, we'll be in okay shape. Keep that pace up as much as we can. Just trying to get a top 10 on. This is kind of the goal. That'd be a successful race if we can do that. 2 stoppers is going to be tricky. So we got to come to the road twice. So keep an eye on this fuel here, Mark, for a little bit. 8 laps in. If we can pit at the end of 14, that'll be a success. Do that twice, call it good. What do we want to do for tires is the question.
Stay high, still there.
Those guys that got slowed up. It's going to get stuck in a little bit of traffic and get away. For the time being, not quite up to the back of Travis Kvapil though, not yet. 3 laps to go, 5 laps, that should be perfect. Again, what we want to do for tires here, we're definitely going to need 4 tires on one of these, so I'm tempted to take it on the first stop and then try to get 2 tires on the second stop. It's kind of the thought process here. Not that there's an exact science to this, but that's kind of where my head's at. So we're up in 8th. Solid positioning. Travis Kvapil, really the only truck up ahead of us. Crafton's up there somewhere. You can just see him at the start-finish line. Not really within range of that. 4 seconds. 2 seconds back to Norrick, especially with some traffic and stuff, so we got a couple more laps here before we're going to have to pit. Thinking we're going to do 4 tires on this first stop here and try to get that out of the way and then have enough tires left at the end to get for 2 on that final pit stop is kind of my thought process. just wait and see how that ends up working out. On the outside of these guys here, side by side in front of us.
All clear.
The big sweeping angle over there. Still hanging on. Norick is a little bit faster than we are, but we're still hanging on compared to 10th, which is what we're looking at. So Randy McDonald up about 6 seconds ahead now. So Kraft has found some more pace after clearing some of this traffic. So really 7th is the maximum unless something ever happens here. But I think that we're, again, kind of looking behind. A couple laps of fuel left. We're going to have to get the damage fixed on the road. Donald Travis coming in already. Interesting. Are they looking at a 3-stopper today for the fast trucks? A lot of them on pit road. How far are we going to cycle up here? If they're already pitting, they're not going to be able to go to the end. A couple of them looks like in front of us are going to go at least one more lap. Are we going to have to pit this next time by is the question. We're going to come and get the 4 tires. That is for sure. That much is absolutely certain. Looks like no pit stops for the guys ahead yet. Brendan might have come in there. Yep, he did. Brendan comes up the pit road. Actually, we did need a lap there, I think. Maybe not quite, but we are going to pit right here. We did save a little bit of fuel. We're not going to stretch this. Not going to go too crazy here with our fuel mileage. We are going to pit this time for 4 tires, which will put us right on the mark to be able to make it. Looks like a lot of the AI trucks are right on that mark as well. Very, very close. Number 1 goal is not to speed here coming to pit road. We might be on the same kind of position we were at earlier, where we can maybe steal this.
Slow down.
All right, 4 tires, 2 cans of fuel. Loosen up just a little bit. Try to help. Didn't think we were too hot there, so we should be able to put a little more tape on. Actually, we're not going to mess with it. We're doing good now as we are. Get a little bit slowed down on pit road. Find our box. There we go. 4 tires. Fix the damage. 3.5 seconds. Did we hit him that hard? Holy crap. All right, well, I'm optimistic. We've gotten to the first pit stop without getting absolutely screwed, which is kind of the minimum goal here. There goes the leaders. Decent enough pit stop there. About 15 seconds. We'll probably cycle back out in 11th or 12th. Have to watch traffic here. Some of the faster trucks, including Norick. Back to 9th. Of course, we do have a little bit more fuel on board. So we did lose a couple seconds there to Norick, maybe 3 or 4. Bickle behind us about 2 seconds. That's for 10th. Can we make the fuel mileage work out is the question. That's the big $1 million question. Didn't even look at what our tires ended up being there, but with getting 4 tires that time, we're going to be able to get 2 this next time. Be right on the money to make it. As long as pit with 15 to go coming to 14. Put 2 tires on it. Call it good. Not sure what everybody else did as far as tires and handling, but can't worry about that. Bickle just 1.1 seconds behind us now. Hopefully we can increase that over this run just a little bit.
Still there. Clear high.
It's like most everybody went to about where we did, maybe a lap or 2 earlier. Some of the guys maybe 2 or 3 laps earlier. Some of those slower trucks. So we are in a legitimate 9th place right now, which is a great place to be. Again, still just kind of hanging on looking for this top 10. Gone appears to be slow up ahead. I wonder if he's either got a problem or stuck in traffic. I can't quite tell. He's up here very slow.
The car head is pitted.
Not sure exactly what happened there. It's not Brendan Gone that's slow up ahead. Still on the track. Brendan
All
is.
clear.
Still making up time, so maybe he just got stuck behind that truck that was coming to pit road broken. 25 to go. Again, we've got about 10 more laps here before we're going to make our final pit stop. It'd be awesome if this would cycle out. Maybe even grab a top 3 out of this, or I don't know exactly what the fuel number is going to look like. We might even be able to snag a win if this plays out right, which would be great. Not expected, but I would love it. We need it for the points and the bank. It'd be absolutely great for sure. Love to be able to compete in the top 10 more regularly, but we really need that suspension upgrade. I think Travis just blew up. I mean, Travis was behind us. I think he was having issues already, but I think that was Travis that was blowing up. These lap trucks now just completing their pit stops. Again, Rich Bickle's still 1.1 back, not quite 5 seconds back to Bill Lester. He's 11th, so we're still safe from that for our top 10, at least for the money bonus. Let's just keep playing it by ear here. I would not complain with a 9th or 10th place finish as much as I want more and want the field mileage to work out. It's about getting that top 10 on the board, and getting those little bit of money bonuses that we get from that. That's kind of the number one goal here. Everything else above a 10th place finish is just bonus at this point. Stick Blaha with something. North got stuck in a little bit of traffic there. Still about 2 seconds up the road. We're not really going to catch any of these guys again. We're going to try and come and get 2 tires on this next run. The left side should still be okay. Since we got him that first time. Mark Nilsson, who screwed us, I think he was the one that crashed at Dover. I can't remember what happened at Martinsville, but I think Mark Nilsson was the one that dropped at Dover. Really cost us. 22 to go. Yep, still good on fuel to go right to our number there with about 15 coming to 14. Should put us right on the mark for being able to make it here, which is great. Still in good shape as far as that goes. Fuel number is looking good. About 3-4 laps, we'll start seeing some of the AI trucks coming to the road. Which will kind of be our cue that we're on a good strategy and a good pace. Just biding our time.
Okay, that's the halfway mark.
Still pitted about, it's halfway already there, so. Again, 42 laps, going to be a little bit longer race, 25 minutes or so. We're going to still do the 2 races per episode. See how it works out if things start to swing our way as far as how the AI behave. And, we don't have any crazy deficiencies or anything. We're just going to keep these longer races. I like the longer races. I like the idea of making 2 pit stops. Michigan might even be a 3 stop. I know that race is exceptionally long for no reason. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But I don't mind doing the longer races. I don't mind the longer episodes. I hope everybody else enjoys it. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if it kind of works out that way and it's enjoyable and it works. We'll go with this. Still hanging on about 3 or 4 laps, I think, till some of those first pitting AI trucks come in. 6 seconds now back to Bill Lester. So this has worked out nicely for us. We started 11th, running up comfortably in 9th. Definitely 10th place speed, if nothing else, even if Bickle's a little bit faster than us outside of traffic. And I think that we're basically on pace with Lance Norrick up ahead. Roughly the same. Don't really have anything else for any of the further up trucks. That must not have been Quapple then if he is already falling back here to us and he was who I thought was blowing up, but it must not have been him or something. Maybe it was him and he's had more issues or stretched his fuel or I don't know what's going on.
Clear low.
Can't worry about that too much right now. There's the yellow. That's going to put us in a weird spot here. Honestly, I think it's too early to come in. Laps are we going to have to go here? Maybe just fuel. The pit's going to be just for fuel.
Pace car's out.
Put no tires on it. See what we can do here as far as pit stops go. Looks like some people already came to pit road. It's going to be tight on fuel. Well, this throws a wrench in things. Not sure how this is going to shake out. Again, I'm really hoping this caution doesn't screw us. I don't have an L1 button programmed on this wheel, so I can't really skip anything, which is fine. I wouldn't skip anyways. That's kind of artificial. But I would like to actually just have a normal pit cycle where the caution comes out and we can pit without getting screwed. That would be ideal, really. So if that can be a thing, that'd be great. I would like to pit here now that the pits are assumed to be open this lap. That would be just ideal. Not sure what the caution was again there. Not going to worry about it right this moment. Can I pit, please? Everybody else gets to pit. Again, this isn't the worst thing in the world. This is kind of a good test. I would like to come pit, but if it ends up being some weird glitch thing where I can't pit under caution for some reason, we'll deal with that, but I'm not exactly sure why that would be the case. I don't know if everybody else is pitting right now or not. Looks like Lance has not come in yet. We have to let Lance by. Of course, he was in front of us, but we're up to 5th, I guess, so people were pitting there. We got to be close to our pit window now at this point, honestly. I'll have to see how many laps left of fuel we have, but I would like to come pit with everybody else here. That would be ideal. If the Dirt to Daytona NASCAR gods could make that a thing and I could pit here, that would be sweet. I have no idea who the leader is. It must be Jason Small, perhaps, up ahead. That would be cool for him. Kenny Schrader up there. Who else is up there? Rick Crawford, Randy McDonald, Matt Crafton. And looks like Bobby Hamilton gone. Setzer. All right, well, it looks like I'm pitting. Are we pitting? Please let me pit. Some guys are running out of fuel perhaps here. Quapple. So we're up to 4th. Crafton staying out. McDonald. Crawford. Maybe those are guys who stayed out. Maybe we'll take 2 tires here if we got to come in and get the fuel anyways. Might as well come and get the 2 tires if we're going to put fuel in it. Don't know how many people are on the lead lap behind us. Looks like nobody's immediately following us in, so we can probably afford the time. But at least we're getting the pit. That's a win as far as I'm concerned, getting to actually pit here. 2 tires would be great. Fuel would be great if we could just get cycled out. Maybe we'll be able to go to the end. I'm not sure yet how that's going to play out. Perhaps we can come back in and get more fuel. I think we've run about 2 laps since then. We were at kind of 18, 17 to go. Full tank of fuel. Let's get out of here. Looks like we're going to come out in 2nd place. How many laps are there left to go? Looks like we're 2nd. I don't know how many trucks are on the lead lap still, but looks like we're in 2nd place for the time being. How many laps are left? Can I come back in and top off? Tell me how many laps are left, please. To go. I want to pit again. I just want fuel. I'm going to come pit again and get some more fuel. Make sure we're good to the finish. From right here at this point, which other trucks may be as well, but I'm going to make sure that we are. Because we're going to be coming to 14 to go, which is right at the edge of our fuel window, so we'll come in here. Hopefully the pace car lights go off. So we are going to lose some positions here doing this, I think, but hopefully it'll pay out at the very least where we can still manage being in the top 10 here. We'll have to wait and see how this shakes out. Not exactly sure what we're going to end up with here, but hopefully it's at least enough fuel to go to the end. Looks like Bobby Dowder's going to beat us off pit road. Looks like we're 8th. Brendan Gaughan is the leader, apparently. Bobby Dowder's in 7th. So we should be good to go to the end here on fuel. How this will shake out, I don't know. I don't think we can come back in again. I think that'd be a mistake. All right, 14 to go. This game is notorious for burning a bunch of fuel under caution. But at the same time, I think that we can save a little bit. Presley looks like he's had some kind of issue. Looks like the pace car lights are still on. It's not giving me the option to pit anymore, so.
The pace car is off.
Okay, pace car's off. So those are lap trucks there? I don't know what's going on. A lot of people are coming back in the top off as we're coming to green. I'm just going to roll with it. If it works out, sweet. If it doesn't, let's just get a top 10 and be done with this, please. All right, well, Bobby Dyer, I guess, dominated the race. He came to top off. Rich Bickle's behind us. Might be the last truck on the lead lap in 9th. We're getting ready to restart. We got 14 laps of fuel left, and I think we're going to have 13 to go. We have to restart gear in it, apparently, at least a little bit.
Car low.
Back up to the top 15 here, top 10 or 7th.
Car high.
That's not what I want to do.
Car low.
So we go up here. Hello, Bobby. Hello.
Car low.
Very congested.
All clear. Clear low.
I don't know exactly what's happening here. We're going to pass Travis, that's for 6th. Bobby's going to run away at the front. Bill Lester's up there. We know we're faster than he is. So we get all going here and strung out a little bit. Really need some draft. We're right on our mark for fuel mileage, which is good. Really need some tow here. That would be great. Just a little bit would be great. Thank you. Old Wild Bill.
Stay high. Still there.
Bill Lester up here. He's charging his way to the front. We're going to
still there. All clear.
11 to go. There's Bill. Yeah, Setzer up here as well. Looks like Jason Small might be the leader. Norrick's up here as well. I don't know what exactly has happened here to this race in this running order. know, a lot of guys just came in and topped off, like coming to the green, which was very strange. I think we made the right call topping off. Not sure if everybody can make it, but we certainly can, so that was a good call. I think it would have been okay regardless, but having an extra lap of fuel is going to be good. We don't have to save anything. Don't have to worry about it. Brendan Gaughan's coming back through us at high speed. I think he has more pace than we do, but we're going to protect here just for a second. Oh, we're definitely tight here on the one tires. Big cluster in front of us. Holy cow, look at these guys. Look at all these slow trucks.
Still there.
No more front end damage. Why not add it to the list? Just barely missed the 264 truck there. We're going to let Brendan go here, not really intentionally. But he'll go on ahead. Hopefully can suck us up to Bill Lester. Travis Quapple's still behind. He's 1.1 back. 9 laps to go. If we could get up and pass Bill, that'd be awesome. That'd be a spot, obviously. Truck that we know we're faster than. Do a fuel check again here this lap by. More slow trucks up here. This is crazy. What a cluster. Don't you do it. Don't do it. You did it. You stupid hoe.
Still there. Slow down.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Well, that sucked. Ruined our momentum. Broke the nose. Broke the radiator. Still should be fine on temps. Still fine on fuel. We had a really good run there to try and get to Bill Lester. Try and grab top 5, but lost everything we had built up there, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Hopefully the radiator doesn't cause us to overheat. Pay for the damages, it's fine. Still running 6th. Like I said, top 10 is kind of the minimum goal here. Everything else is bonus. So we'll keep going with that logic. See if we can still hunt these guys back down as they're in kind of a cluster right now. With Jason Small, Norick, Gaughan, and Bill Lester. 7 to go. Still good on fuel. Quapple still about 1.2 back. Just within kind of almost suck range from these guys. We need like another 3 tenths, which we're not going to get here unless something would happen. Looks like Jason Small might be a lap down based on Brendan Gaughan driving away. Bill Lester wants to get stuck here and come back to us. That'd be awesome. I appreciate that very much. Quapple's starting to catch up. 6 to go. Oh geez, contact. We're going to see here who's got enough fuel and who doesn't based on how this shakes out. We are going to get by Bill there and some of the traffic. I think Travis is going to come with us around the outside, kind of without incident almost. Alright, so we're back to 5th. That's good at least. Go by Lee Phillips. Travis still coming behind, about 1 second back, not quite. Norick and Gaughan have checked out for 3rd and 4th in front of us, but we're not really concerned about that. 5 to go.
5 laps to go.
Again, we got the fuel. We're looking good. No yellow would be awesome. Can't skip it. Probably gonna do the same bullshit where we run out of fuel like at Martinsville. So if we can avoid that, that'd be awesome. Three tenths back to Travis now.
The car headed pitting.
He's coming into pits. I think some other guys will have to as well. Up ahead, at least maybe some. Looks like Dennis came to the road right there. That's for 4th. So we're up to 4th now. Travis came in, it looks like, as well. Bill Lester's still 2.5 seconds back. That's 5th now. Rich Bickle another 2 seconds from that. 4 to go. Will we see any more pit stops? I know that some guys came and topped off, myself and Bobby Dowder. I think Bobby might have gotten back up to the lead. I don't think he got stuck behind us. I think he's in front of us. Don't know who's on what cycle. If we finish here, that'd be awesome. Looks like we got another pit stop. Who is it? It's Norick. It's Gaughan. Bobby Dowder's the leader. Did he pit? He did. Oh my goodness, we have the lead. 3 laps to go. Do we have the fuel? We do have the fuel. And then some. Oh my goodness, are we going to steal this on a fuel mileage? Even with a broken radiator and all? Are we about to steal this race? Conservative line here, go around the outside, set down, turn across us. Rich Bickle's still going, only 9 seconds back to Bobby Dowder, but 2 laps he's not going to make up that kind of time. Unless he just has an absolute rocket ship, which would be not unexpected in this game, but 2 to go. We are still leading, we are getting some bonus points, which we desperately need with our points position. Got plenty of fuel in it. The fuel mileage has been good. Rich Bickle closing down just a little bit, a lap and a half to go. Not a problem to us one bit. Bobby Dowder is flying, but not enough to make up 9 seconds in 2
Car
laps.
headed pitting.
Another pit stop coming up ahead. Except apparently not this guy, it was the guy in front of him. Whatever. White flag, final lap here from Texas Motor Speedway.
Last lap.
Nitsuch Chris is going to try to come through and grab this and steal it. The fuel tank is plenty to the good, plenty of lead. Can Rich Bickle hold on for second? We'll have to wait and
Low on
see.
fuel.
I know we're low on fuel. I don't care. We got plenty to go. Plenty in the tank. It's the final lap. It has fallen into our lap, and the NASCAR Dirt to Daytona gods have given back to us after the garbage that was Dover and Martinsville. We'll come off of turn 4. And based on fuel mileage, the strategy works out. We steal our first career victory at Texas Motor Speedway. Wow. 11th place start to first at the finish. An absolute jumble of pit strategies, fuel mileage, and everything else you can imagine. What a fabulous race. Some of the field was like 6 laps down. Jeez, okay. I didn't realize that people were like that slow running around and stuff. What a drive, what a victory. We lead 5 laps, but that is not what matters. What matters is that we did it, we made it. We've gotten through to our first victory. We desperately needed that for both the points and for the money department. All right, well, that gives me hope going into the second Texas, as well as some of the other bigger tracks that maybe we could draft up and at least get those 2 top 10s for the money bonus. That would be a big deal. $83,000 is our payout here today. Oof, did we need that? Just about doubled our money there, and then some, I guess. That's our first top 5, obviously our first top 10. Rich Brown from Iraq said JK is a mouse and my personal idol. But now that JK's popularity has soared it. Wow. We did it, folks. What a bounce back after last episode. We only get up to 17th in the standings, so we have just been that awful. I guess 16th is where we want to be, ahead of all the fake guys. Mitch Mellons, just 8 points up the road. We're already like 300 or 280 points back from the championship lead, so that's pretty much out of the question unless we have some unbelievable turn of performance here. But that's okay. We got done with 1. We got done with 1. That's all we needed. All the sponsors are pretty happy. Just need those top 15s and 1 more top 10. Okay, not going to mess around. We'll head straight on to Kansas. Again, lower expectations. This is very much a suspension track that you need. I mean, you need motor too. It's a big 1.5 miles, but you need suspension to get through these corners. They're very flat, very tight. A little bit like Old Vegas, obviously, and this track kind of accentuates that. If we could get a top 10 here, though, somehow, some way, that would kind of take the harnesses off and allow us to play with a little bit more moving forward, because we got those 2 top 10s in the bank for the money bonus. I don't anticipate that being a thing, but you never know. We'll tape it up just a little bit. We'll go to 25%. Call it good. Not going to mess with setups or anything, obviously. On the qualifying, I don't have very high expectations here. I think a top 15 start would be great. If we can finish top 15 here, that would be, again, enough for our sponsor bonuses, all of them. The really, I guess, kind of stretch one is 15th place, so that would be where we want to be. Don't have high expectations for here or Vegas, just tricky tracks for when your truck is not that good. You don't have the suspension. I'm hoping the aero will come good. It came pretty good at Darlington. I thought we were okay at Darlington. But this place is trickier than Darlington on this game, so just have to wait and see if we can do the cheese here in qualifying. See what we got. Only 140 off turn 4, which is really bad. Although in this era of the trucks, that might be accurate. It's like a free 10th and a half of a second down around the apron down the front stretch. So sailed down off of the turn 1. A little bit of a late arc, tried to hook the bottom. I guess that was alright. I don't know if that's going to be fast or not. I assume we're going to have basically no speed, 135 to the center. When the right front tire wears out, we're going to be way lower than that. We're going to be like 120, borderline downshifting. Alright, well that was about as fast as we're going to roll around here, so let's cut this off to the apron. See if we can stretch out of it.
Alright.
36.59 is not fast by any means. We're probably going to be about 20th. Oh, that's not pretty. Alright, I don't think we're going to be 20th, but we might be in that vicinity. Definitely not going to be top 15. Might not even be top 20. 21st, what did I say? About 20th. Right behind Dick Blaha. So top 15 going to be a stretch here today. Top 20 is really where we're going to be looking at for pace. Just need it right in front of us, maybe on fuel mileage or something. So Just gonna have to jump right in and wing it.
It's a
What's
perfect
up,
day for
Alan?
racing.
Right at Kansas, how many laps have we got in fuel? 16
It's
laps
set.
on
The
fuel.
race going green.
Race is 42. Ooh, that
There's
makes
the
it
green
interesting.
flag.
So two
Car
stopper
high.
with some strategy to come into play. 42 laps, 16 on fuel though. Make it interesting. What do you decide to do?
Stay
You're
low.
gonna need 4
Still there.
tires every time. Can you do
Car
15,
high.
15, 12 or something like that? 14, 14, 14?
Car
Wait and
high.
see. But already back to the spots with our awful restart gearing, of course. Hopefully we can get caught up here.
You're all clear.
Big wide arc into turn 3 for the field. Let's not break the nose running in anyway, that'd be ideal. Up the inside, see if we can get a spot or two.
Car high.
Need the draft here at this point. To the inside for 21st back.
You're all clear.
Get that spot. See if we can get up to Dick Baja's group here, get some suck off of him. Give me the suck. I don't want Keith Harvego coming. Keith, get out of here, please. Thank you. Please give me the suck. No, 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 no. No, give me the suck. Give me the suck. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be like 21st, 22nd here on pure pace, which kind of sucks. Could be worse. Nice wide arc turn 1 actually worked pretty well. Just need a little bit of suck to get on terms with Dick Baja. That would be what we need here. Possible to drive straight on a wheel, the D-pad on the wheel. There we go, a little bit wider line there. See if we at least break even. Again, Dick, give me the suck. Give me the suck. Just a little bit of suck. There we go. Down the front stretcher might have something to make a pass, perhaps, maybe. He's still hanging on here.
Stay low. Still there. All clear.
Get up in front, Dick Baja, block. Block, 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 block. Just need to get a solid corner here one of these times, that'd be sweet. Again, just have to pay attention to those tires. I'm sure they're not going to be happy, the right front especially. So easy two-stopper here. A little bit extra fuel compared to where we were at for Texas, which is good. Don't have any drafts, so we're going to use the front stretch here just to cut off a little bit more. Gain us a tenth or so, hopefully. Alright, so we're at least kind of doing something relatively right. We're not losing time anymore, so. A little bit higher than I would have liked. 3 and 4, but not the end of the world. Again, we'll go down here, cut off the front stretch, hopefully gain a half a tenth or so. Side by side behind us, that should help. Oh, there goes the front tires. Wow. All right. All of a sudden, Yikes.
Car low.
Nifty. Alright, cool. Just got to see how the fuel mileage plays out for all the AI guys, I guess, because we do not have any kind of advantage. Obviously, we're going to go a couple laps longer. It won't really help us too much. This sucked, Dick. That sounds awful. If they knew, they'd understand. Work together with Dick here and not run him over, obviously, and pull away from the guys behind. Kind of solidify 21st, that'd be good. 33 to go. Another longer race, but it's fine. Don't care.
Still there. The yellow's out.
Interesting. What lap are we on? Makes it interesting. We're on lap 10, so we're within the fuel window from here on one more stop. Dick, I'm going to take 20th place off you here, buddy.
Clear high. Pace cars out.
We are going to pit. 4 tires. Take a lot of wedge out. We're free, we're free. Put a little tape back in. So the theory here is, since we're at 32 to go, that you could pit from here and then be within your one stop to the end, which actually plays to our benefit, because I think a lot of the AI trucks probably can't go quite that far. So if we can pit right now, get back to green, get going, hopefully they'll need 2 more stops to get to the end, some of them, especially the fast guys, where we will only need 1. That's the theory. Will that work out and come to fruition? I have no idea. But in my head, that's where we're at. That's what we're kind of working off of here. Might take us a lap or 2 to get around and get cycled to pit road, which we have on fuel, no problem. So we'll make it work. Just be ready to rock. Age of Drive Auto Parts, yes sirree. So someone looks like they had to come in and short pit. We're out of fuel, so we're up to 19th. There was a caution. Someone in front of us was the caution, is my understanding of that. So get to come make a couple adjustments. Should be plenty good to come in here on fuel, assuming we actually get the pit. Again, I'm still 50-50 on whether that's a real thing. When you get screwed multiple times, it's like, okay, so is it a bug, or is it a glitch, or was it just bad timing on when the caution came out for us? But looks like nobody else has pitted yet. We're towards the back, which means most trucks, I guess, here went a lap down, or a lot did, which it looks like is true. To be fair, there weren't that many behind us. We were running, 21st, so a lot of the field was probably lapped, and the leaders weren't too terribly far behind us, certainly within a half a lap or a quarter of a lap. So it looks like Presley's kind of dominated this up front here. He and Brendan Gaughan at the front. Who else is up there? Randy McDowell, Travis Quapple, Bobby Dodder. There's Rick Crawford, Crafton, Setzer, Norick. There's Bobby Hamilton, Bill Lester, John Wood, Jason Small, and so on. Nicole and the rest of them. So, yeah, I guess we're kind of in this boat now. Where hopefully we get the pit right here. Hopefully, looks like pit road's open. Lead lap truck's going to come in, which obviously includes us. Good to see. Hopefully we can make this work and cycle out through being good on fuel. Not sure exactly how that's going to look, but in theory we should be plenty good on fuel with 1 more stop here. Hopefully this is kind of our normal caution of the race type of thing that we've had to deal with a couple times. Don't think it'll quite work out to get us in victory lane this time. We're not in that kind of fuel window, unfortunately, at this point. Who knows what could happen moving forwards, but at the very least we're going to be able to come and get 4 fresh tires, make a little bit of a wedge adjustment, a little more tape on the grill, and hopefully again be able to kind of consolidate maybe a 20th place here, which would be good. 20th place would be awesome. Around the track that is just absolutely terrible. So this place in Vegas, we do not circle. We do not circle Old Homestead at the end of the season. We do not circle Phoenix. Those last 2 races are just abysmal. We do look forward to Texas. We got another Texas coming up yet. This is going to be, 6 races done? So we have, let's see, Vegas, Phoenix, Homestead, 1 more Texas, Michigan, California. I'm probably missing some. New Hampshire at least once. And then that's 7 more, so we're missing 1 more race in there. I can't think of what else is on this truck schedule, but yeah, definitely those. Oh, Richmond, there's a Richmond in there as well. So those are the remaining races. Richmond could go either way. Richmond, another track that you really need suspension for. New Hampshire, definitely a track you need suspension for, and even after that is still an awful track. So, especially with these baseline sets that we're not doing any tweaking or anything, it's very difficult. But anyways, enough of that. We'll come down to our pit box here. It looks like we're in like box number 3, which is sweet. Presley, the leader, going to come right out and maintain the lead, I would assume. We'll get our 4 tires done, no damage. Maybe we'll be able to come out in front of some of these guys here. We'll see if it lets us escape. It does indeed, so we're going to make up like 10 spots here. Yep, 10 spots up to P9, where we do not deserve to be. But we're not going to complain. We're just going to get rock and roll. And again, we can't skip it. We're not going to come and top off or anything in this scenario. It doesn't do us any good. Ken Schrader looks like was the issue. He was in front of us indeed, so that's why we moved up a spot from that. And that's why we're up to 19th there before the pit stop. I wish it would tell you how many trucks are on the lead lap as well. 29 to go, so we should be comfortably in the window for everybody. With 28 to go, I would think that everybody should be able to do 14 laps. We can definitely do 16, get us well within the window. We might actually split this up depending on when other people come in. Presley's led them all so far. Yeah, so 29 to go, going to be 28. I would assume pace car will come in, and it'll be 27. So 27 laps left. We'll have just about not quite halfway. We got another 5 or so laps to get to halfway in this one. And then hopefully we can get back to racing. I know we'll fall through the pack. I know we're going to be slow. That's something we're going to have to admit here. But if we can hang on to the top 20, I think that would be a success. So that's kind of the goal, if we could ever get going. I wish at this point I could skip it. It does sometimes mess up the order, but usually if you do it, when you're halfway on the backstretch, everybody's kind of past start-finish line, sorted out. Are the pace car lights going to go off? It didn't look like it, but I don't actually know what I'm looking at, so. Although sometimes the pace car lights don't go off until the backstretch, because they're still on right now, but some tracks it goes off at start-finish, but we might also have a couple pace laps here while the guys get pitted and caught up to the inside for being a lap down, so. Just cruising, we're waiting. I appreciate everybody staying with us here. Just based on that Texas race alone, you gotta drop a like on this video. It's been a victory just from that in itself. So, like I said, well, I got a second here. I appreciate all support for these Dirt Daytona and Hot Pursuit 2 videos. I mentioned it in the last couple of videos, but I do have kind of a plan of what's next for series as I start to finish these up. Get through the Dirt Daytona, get through the Hot Pursuit 2, which by the time you see this probably won't be quite over, but we're approaching that. I'm recording these obviously kind of staggered. So I don't know exactly how it's all going to line up, but that's kind of the plan for now.
The pace car is off.
Yep, pace car's coming in right here, I guess. So, but anyways, like I was saying, going to kind of be a little bit of transition in the hodgepodge, and I have an idea of what I want to do. But as always, I appreciate everybody supporting the iRacing and all the other stuff that goes into this channel and me as a race car driver, both on games like this and then on the iRacing sim. So, looks like there's about 10 trucks a lap down maybe, so we weren't too terribly far, 4 or 5 trucks from being lapped ourselves. So that's something to keep in mind. There are only going to be 4 or 5 trucks back behind where we were running there, Dick Blaha, and then about 4 more dudes. So that's good to know, about maybe 25, 26 on the lead lap. So we'll keep that in mind, and I guess we're ready for the restart here. We're going to be in 9th place, undeservedly, I admit. Good pit stop by the guys. We do not deserve to be up here, but we are up here. Try to make the best of it, survive, not get run over and killed, put 8 wide, that would be ideal. So here we go, we got lap trucks to deal with on the inside. We're going to have, what, 26, 27 to go here? Something in there. 27 to go. Pretty good on the fuel, we should be for sure. Oh yeah, way good on. Go to about 13 to go, obviously we have a fuel mileage more than that, so. Let's cooperate with a big head of steam.
All clear.
Try to close that door, we do. Make sure we don't allow him to the outside of us here. We fight through some of this traffic.
Stay high, still there. You're all clear. Car low.
It's a little bit too tight here on cold tires. A little bit of a contact there. There's Jason Small.
Still there.
Cut this off as much as we can here so we can get through some of these guys. Just about took our own rear end off there on Jason Small's truck. Didn't make it, we survived. Again, I know we're going to go backwards. We're just trying to get through this as efficiently as we can for now while we have the tires and while we have the space. Big run on some of these other slower trucks there. Too much melons in the head. Try to dive in, fill this hole. We do, just barely. Pitch quapple. Get him stuck. He's going to go around the outside here and get through. No problem. Go right by us down the front stretch here, I would assume. Really without issue, honestly. So back to 10th. We're not going to stay here again. We talked about all the real trucks are faster than us here this week. They're all going to come through. If we could stay in 15th, that would be awesome. I don't see it happening, but top 20 is where we're kind of looking at aiming for. Bobby Hamilton here coming up. He's going to be for 10th. To let him go. Hello. It's a little bit of a push down the front stretch. That makes the biggest difference, but it's something. I do want the bottom down here though, so if you want to not take this run, that would be great. Thank you. If you want to pass on the outside, go ahead. But you cannot have the bottom. It's not right now. When I slide up off the bottom inevitably, that'll be great. That'll be about 7 more laps until we saw that last time. So.
Car low.
Goes.
Car high.
A little bit of suck down the front stretch, never killed anybody. Didn't pass us anyways though. Comes Bill Lester.
Car low.
Go through as well. Mark Nilsson and John Wood, some of the fake guys infiltrating that top 15. Pace for Mark Nilsson, it looks like. John Wood probably going to go through. Looks like Nilsson's the only one left because obviously Kenny Schrader had that problem. Still 13th.
Car low.
Of course, as some of these, I guess, slower but aren't slower trucks go by, hopefully we can kind of stick with them and get some more tow to increase our chances as we get another yellow. Now what do we do as far as fuel mileage? We got 20 to go.
8 cars out. Car
Very
high.
interesting. We might do the same thing we did earlier, top off. Top off, coming to, a couple laps in. Let's see how that works out. Try it that way. Might be the move, might not work. It's a theory. I'm not going to lose anything by trying it, right? In front of Mark here. Unless I'll build it come to the road.
20 to go.
Rich Bickle looks like he was the caution that time, or at least part of the problem. Again, we'll come in here. Might as well loosen up just a little bit more. 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires. 20 laps to go right there. We know we can do 16. Can probably stretch that to 17 if needed. So we're about 3 laps short for now, but we're obviously not pitting in quite yet. Plus we got to factor in how many laps we're under caution that hurt our fuel mileage. Okay, so this is 19 to go. Not pitting yet, obviously. If we pit next time, we'll be at 18 to go. Which is about 2 laps short, but I guess we could try to come in and top off again. Okay, so this is 19 laps left. Looks like the 18 truck of whatever the heck his name is. Presley still leading. Okay, so this is 19 to go. We know we can do 16 laps, but we think we can do 17. If we pit right here, it'll be at 18 to go when we get our pit stop service done. Do we come in and top off immediately and then hope it goes green? We got 17 to go. And we can, in theory, make it right at that number. Is that what we try here? And obviously, if we get another yellow, that goes out the window. We might as well come in and get 4 tires and fuel again anyway, since the long run is going to be our weakness. But if we get a full fuel run at the end of this, if people have to pit, we're not going to lose all those positions back again. We'll gain some. Pit road is so long here and so slow. We'll gain something from it if we can make that fuel mileage work out. That's the big question. That's the big if. So Bickles had the problem. We're up to 14th. Again, kind of 15th would be great. Top 20 is the goal. Like, that's where we want to be, which I think we are in contention of. Some of those guys that might be lap trucks are staying out. I don't think any of those are the lead lap guys. They could be. They're just not in their window yet, but I think those are all the lap down trucks. It appears so. All right, so we're going to come in, get our 4 tires, get our fuel. Going to be coming to 18 laps to go. Rich Bickle looks like he's still rolling back there at least. So if we're at 18 to go, do we come in immediately and top off again? Get back to, 1 lap short that we think we can save and make if it goes green. I also don't know what's causing these cautions. Is it guys running over lap trucks, slow trucks? Is it tire failures? I don't know what it is, but it looks like Bickle's staying out for the time being at least. So this is all very interesting. I kind of like this, the cautions thrown in here. I kind of wish we could just race, honestly. I don't remember in any of my previous playthroughs of this game or anything, or watching anybody seeing this much caution, this much kind of pit road shenanigans. But it's what we've got for now, and especially while we're down on performance, it makes our decisions really easy. We're not going anywhere. So come and get the 4 tires, top it off with fuel. This is 18 laps to go. I think we got to come right back in and top off immediately. I think that's got to be the move. If nothing else, just to put us in the ballpark to at least try it, because why not? I mean, I don't think we're going to get a victory out of it like we did at Texas. We just don't have that kind of speed to even compete. We're just too far out to lunch here. They'll pit and they'll still come and get back past us, I think. But it could net us something cool. It could net us a top 10 if we're within the ballpark at least. So I think we might as well try it. Go Presley and the rest of the leaders out. And 11, sub 12 seconds. Looks like we just about made it even there. Is he gonna let me pit again immediately? Is the pit road open even? Can I pit right now? I'm gonna keep pressing it in case it lets us pit. Like I wanna be, if it's a late call, I wanna be in for a late call. Bickles stayed out after being that caution, so looks like he's gonna take the lead here unless he comes in this time from Presley. Can I pit right now? We're still on the apron. Being pushed along by Jason Small. I want to pit again. Yes. Might as well come and get 2 more tires. Yeah, let me come in again. Why not? I don't know why we're so slow, but whatever. Let me come in again, top off. So this will be 17 to go. At least puts us in range, perhaps. And then we'll have to obviously stay out and keep going. If we're the only one that's coming out, I guess we don't have any laps on tires. I was going to say we might as well get 4, but we want to make sure we're caught up as well if they do go green again. So back to 24th. Looks like we're the only one that's going to come back in. We won't get any tires just in case this takes forever. We do not want to be on pit road when they all go green. That would be a disaster. So hopefully now the fuel mileage works out for us back-to-back races. I think that's a big if, but gotta hope and pray. Grass bed straws. Looks like there's a Schrader still on pit road, so he's broke. Oh, dude coming out. That might have been Pragman there. There's Mitch Mellons. He's gonna come out. What's up, Mitch? Mitch gonna slow down for us. That's nice. Doesn't happen very often. A lot of pit signs waving. Are we gonna have people coming back in to top off from the front of the field? That's interesting. Alright, well, let's see what the deal is here. If people come back in to top off again here, if we got another pace lap. That makes it interesting. We're not going to come back in. We're going to be coming to 16 to go, which is right on the edge of our window. I think we can save that if we have to, knowing that we're doing that.
The pace car is off.
Yeah, pace car's coming in, so we're coming to 16 laps of green. Rich Bickle has stayed out after being the caution flag. We got to get caught up here. We're 24th, but we're at the back. We're just going to have to save the fuel and make it work that way. I don't think we're really faster than any of these guys, perhaps. Maybe a couple right in front of us here. Keith Harbago there. So we're back in 24th. 20th is kind of the mark. That's where we kind of were running-ish. Dick Blaha's up to 18th now, so perhaps we could drive back to 20th, but we also got to keep in mind that we have that fuel number to hit. So that's goal number 1 is the fuel mileage, and hope that, we stay green here to the end, which is 16 to go. We're going to be right on the edge of fuel. I don't think pretty much anybody there. The fast trucks can make that. Maybe they can. Maybe some of these slower trucks back here as well, Blaha and back to me, could try to stretch that. I'm not exactly sure. We usually get pretty good fuel mileage with the starter engine. Fast trucks, I don't think we'll be able to make that. Not all of them, but again, I think they'll be able to pit and come back out and still be in front of us.
The race is going green.
We're gonna have to play this by ear for
There's
sure.
the green flag.
Fuel mileage is gonna be the most important thing here. So 15 laps, 16 to go. See when it goes to 14 is the kind of key. We got the 4 tires on, so we should be able to have at least solid pace. But again, that's not the concern here. The concern is fuel mileage. If we're short, everybody else is gonna be short. We just topped off with the last trucks, so perhaps could work back-to-back races. So we're about a lap and a half short right now. We're gonna have to obviously just keep saving. Leaders are gone. Almost 15 to go. Sorry. Just lead off of this here. We sort out. Save the fuel for now. Can't let them kind of sort out here. Just lift. So we're back down in turn 3 now. We have saved some fuel already. Ratner ahead of us. 13 to go.
Still there.
Here's a chance to get a couple spots perhaps. Some of these other slow guys, 14 to go.
Still there. All
That's
clear.
20th place right there, so we're back up in our top 20. Again, I think there are going to be some guys faster than us, but we just got to keep playing this the fuel mileage way. Be patient, be smart and smooth.
Still there.
See what we can do.
Clear high. All clear.
Still at 13. Still down to 12 now.
Still there.
13 to go.
All clear.
Gonna be close. We can keep saving here. Make a nice, smooth, slower pace. We're up to 20th, which is where we kind of need to be. That's what I'm gonna fight for is 20th. Everything else is just gonna be not worth fighting for.
Still there. All clear.
Still at 12, still at 12, still at 12. There's 11. So we are saving a little bit. Just gonna have to keep that pace and check back in a couple more laps, see what we're fighting with here. Our Vago's coming behind us, Lee Phillips as well. Again, this pace is not great. It's not really the point. The fuel is the main concern. The rest will work itself out. Even if it doesn't, this is what we have to do to try to get something out of this. There's Keith. So we're saving a little bit. We're still about a lap short. Saving a little bit though.
Car high.
Obviously have more time to do some saving as well, but I'll try to maximize this. It's 9 to go.
10 laps to go.
There by us for 21st, so I said we'd fight for that, and obviously we didn't really have a lot to fight with there. So this pace is going to be so tight. You can usually make it, half a lap or so when it's on 0. To see how that shakes out here. We're either going to make it or we're going to run out trying. Basically, it doesn't do us any good to finish 22nd. We're going for results here. 8 to go. behind us for position. Yes, they are, the Ratners. The Ratner brothers. They're the last two on the lead lap, I believe. So that would make sense. Everybody else would be kind of slower. See if we've saved any of this lap. See if we get any pit stops. Is it going to just check off right at the start finish line again? It is indeed. So that's going to make it really tough. The leader, that's another question. 29 seconds, so just about to lap us. Obviously, if they come and lap us, so it's like one less lap we have to make on fuel. Something to consider as well. Yep, down to 6 again, so. Committed to this now.
Still there. You're all clear.
Leaders are coming in. Saw there in the background. One of the red trucks must have been Presley. Down to 5 to go on fuel. Leaders are ready to lap us. They're coming to make pit stops. Hopefully that means everybody else is as well. Gotta just push on here now at this point. The fuel saving is not making any difference at all. We are getting pit stops from these trucks that were staying out. Let's see where that cycles us. Obviously in the top 20 for sure.
5 laps to go.
5 to go, sorry. Is that going to bring us out from pit road 2? Presley up here in front of us. So we made up almost a full lap without pitting here. So that's an interesting note. As much as I'd love to lead another lap here, we're just going to have to kind of take the suck. Literally and figuratively. So we've saved about a half lap fuel. It doesn't look like the game is going to last save any more than that. Some of these guys here that we're racing, we are going to lap, which is good for us if we run out of fuel. We'll hopefully coast around. 3 to go from the leaders. Pressing to go through some more of these trucks there. Tail end of the lead lap, which will help us. Again, we just got by Harvego up there, I see. So that's for 21st-ish, 20th perhaps. Which if we can run out and coast around will guarantee us that top 20-ish finish, which is good. 3 to go, 2 laps of fuel. Can't save anymore because the game's calculated that we're short right at the line there. Unfortunate, but that's what we got. Let's just keep trucking along. Hope this works out for us for a top 20 or so. It should. In theory, it should. There's Brendan gone.
Carlo.
What's up, B? Or we could just make it and get a top 10. I mean, that's also a possibility that I did not consider. Is that we could just make the lap on 0. Be set. Not sure that's going to happen.
2 to go.
It could happen. 2 to go. They're obviously significantly slower than the lead trucks here, like 3 or 4 seconds a lap. Back to 10th, that's a possibility.
Car high.
Every sec that we can get is good.
You're low on fuel.
Yes, we are. White flag is in the air, though. We've committed P5. We're not going to stay there. We're going to lose at least a couple spots here on this last lap. We got to try it.
Last lap.
Hopefully we don't run out. We're at 0. Don't sputter. Don't sputter yet. Don't sputter yet. We can do this.
Car high.
There's Rick. There's Travis. Lance is 8 seconds back. There's the sputter. Power.
You're low on fuel.
We're out of fuel. Can we limp across for a top 10 though? We're going to get a top 20. We're running out. Can we limp across for a top 10? It's going to be so close. Lance is coming with a whole bunch of speed, obviously. We're in first gear, running out hard. We're not going to get a top 10. Are we going to be able to coast there at all? Oh, don't do it to me like this. 10 miles per hour. There goes Bickle. It's going to be a top 15. It's not. It's going to be a top 16 though. Top 16?
That's worth a few
We
points.
did, because everybody else was lapped. Okay, well that, again, not ideal. Would have wanted that top 15 for the money bonus, but this is better than where we were going to finish straight up. So I think it's, in that case, it's a good pit call. Wasn't fun. Kind of sucks that we were that close, but now we know. Half a lap. Whew. All right, well, 16th place is not the best, but it's not the worst. So we have to take it, move on. We only lost to one fake guy. That'll probably put us up a spot in points, actually, probably ahead of Mitch Mellons, who was a lap down, I believe. 41,000, that's some good money in the bank. I'd like to see that. What a race is correct. 21st to 16th place. With not a good race, but we'll take that from a Kansas spin. 16th in points, just 4 points behind Ken Schrader, who's had a lot of issues this season. 16 ahead of Mitch Mellons now, so that's great. 33 ahead, no, excuse me, 53 ahead of Keith Harvego. So we've kind of hopefully solidified as a top 15 contender. That would be great. Not going to worry about any of the sponsors. Obviously, we have our people locked in. 190 grand is where we're at here. What's going to be next episode as far as events? So we got back-to-backs, New Hampshire and Richmond, perhaps. New Hampshire and Michigan, so that's going to be a long race for sure. We'll have to give this a save here, obviously. That's important. Save state. Yes, please. All right, we'll take it. That's going to be it for today. Make sure you drop the like and the sub down below. Don't want you to miss anything from NASCAR Dirt Daytona, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, iRacing, or anything else I may post. So we got the first win in the books. Hopefully we can grab on our top 10. Maybe Michigan is the day. Who knows? You'll have to come back next time and check it out. But till next time, everybody, bye.